The fact is, yes, we need the infrastructure here in America, but we spent a lot of money on the infrastructure fund in Iraq, and we know from experience that a lot of that money, if not most of it, was stolen and wasted. And the same thing's happened in Afghanistan. The Inspector General has reported it, and in fact, Afghani officials have reported it. They do not have the expertise, nor do they have the abilities to maintain products after they're built. When the roads are constructed, they can't maintain them. So it's throwing money away. The same thing happened with air conditioners and other products that we gave the Iraqis and we've given the Afghanis. They cannot maintain them. And they can't maintain them when they do construct them, but before that, half of it's ripped off and graphed. There are rankings of the most corrupt countries on the face of the earth, and Afghanistan is always number one or number two, and continues to be. And no matter how long we stay there, and how long we've been there, the level of corruption has remained right at the top. That's not going to change. Giving this money away is basically encouraging and endorsing and seconding corruption and graft that we have seen in Afghanistan over the years, and waste. This Congress should not be passing funds that we know are going to be corruptly going to officials who are putting it in their pockets, not helping the Afghani people. In a perfect world, I wouldn't offer the amendment. In a perfect world, I would say, oh, Charlie Wilson, what a great movie. What a great story. We pulled out too soon. Well, Charlie Wilson was right in theory. He was wrong in application because they steal and it's corrupt and they cannot maintain. We couldn't have put enough money and enough people. You have to change the ethics. I've heard a lot of people here on this floor talk about situations in America, and they say, we can't do it. It's got to be the family do it. Well, talk about the family. The whole country is corrupt. They have stolen and stolen and stolen American dollars. We're throwing them away, and we need to stop it. And it should be a place, just as the Wahlberg-Cohen-Esty-Regal amendment passed, that this amendment passes so that we limit the amount of money that's at risk and we save this money for the American taxpayer. We put the money into deficit reduction. The next generation doesn't have to pay for the corruption of the Afghani officials and the waste of Afghanistan with the inability to maintain the projects that they finally might get squeezed out after they steal as much as they can. We should not be funding this. So I would ask that we approve our amendment in the name of fiscal austerity, deficit reduction, anti-corruption, and just plain old, good old common sense. We might as well just have a bonfire and burn this money up before it goes over there, because it's not going to work. In theory, it's great, but in reality, it doesn't work. And when the definition of insanity is expecting something different when you do the same thing over and over and over, and you get the same result, and you keep doing it. So this Congress, which has less than 10% popularity right now, doesn't pass an insane amendment to give money to corruption and to waste. I ask you to approve this amendment.